Hotel, they just wanna vibe out. Some niggas slide around our house. Me a couple friends that can fly out. Me a couple friends that can vibe.
How did you start making music?
I always kind of made music. Like I started writing music when I was like 12. Besides like just fucking around and shit, I just would always like want to see like how music was like made. Like I'd hear shit from like artists that I fucked with, and I was always like, you know, like what if I like tried it? Like I just wanted to see what like I would sound like, my voice would sound like on songs and shit, if it would work. And I was really just fucking around. It was nothing serious.
So when did you like realize you wanted to do this for real?
I don't know. I just kind of when like people were telling me to, like I would just make shit, release it, just kind of like for the fuck of it. And then a couple of like my close friends were like, yo, you should like actually take this shit seriously. So I like dropped my first serious shit, I think like April 2022. And
Hell yeah. History from there. And then when did you join Run Along?
I did a show at this venue called Miramar.
Oh, no, I know that shit.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I was just there. It was like me and my first manager, and I just performed, and Nolan seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just like, yo, we fuck with you. Are you interested? And so he was like, I'll just shoot your first video, and we'll see where it goes. Shot that shit. He fucked with it. I fucked with it. And it kind of just happened naturally.
Yeah. No, that's the best if it just happens naturally. So wait, you said you performed at Miramar. Were you like, who was your manager at the time?
It was just like my boy I did clothes with. His name was Miguel.
Gotcha.
I had like a little brand like before I was doing anything like musically, and we were like really clicked up. We owned like a studio space together. We would like press clothes and shit at.
Oh, that's fine.
And so I would just record songs there, and I was like, yo, when we go out, you're my manager. Like, so
yeah.
when we went out, he was my manager. He secured a spot at the Miramar. I performed, and that's how it happened.
Fire. And then how did you link up with Aoli or Brother Man?
Oh, that one was through RAF, through RunAlongForever. We have like a lot of like mutuals, and I just cooked up some shit, and we ran into each other at Sonny's house. That's our Run Along's engineer. And I was just like, yo, I got this song, trying to fuck with it. We have a bunch of shit. And we were just like, we got to put this one out. Like, it was just a lot of like mutual friends and running into each other, and we fuck with each other heavy. So we had to make that happen.
Hell yeah. And then right now, who are your top 3 Milwaukee artists?
I would say Certified Trapper for sure. Me. If that's not like some arrogant shit to say. And I fuck with Subsat heavy. He's not technically Milwaukee, so let me like, he's clicked up with us, but probably Lee then. Yeah. Certified Trapper, me and Lee.
It's a solid list.
Yeah. As of recent, I fuck with a lot of like, I don't know. I listen to the Japanese House a lot. I listen to Biba Doobie a lot, Clara a lot. Like a lot of old like shit. French music like a lot.
Oh shit.
Like house music a lot. Pull a lot from that shit. I watch like a lot of random like boiler rooms, and I just tap in with that type of shit. Or I just let my phone play and add shit. Like Thames is sick as fuck. A lot of different shit. But as far as like rap, Drake was like the first ever rapper I ever heard like in my life, which is kind of crazy. Like the first time I ever went in my phone or in my TV to like look up a rap song, it was Drake. Like obviously like Cardi and Uzi and them are crazy as fuck too.
No, yeah, for me that shit was like 50 Cent. I don't know why.
Really?
It was in the club, 50 Cent.
Really?
Bro, it was like some weird shit. Yeah. That was the first rap video I watched. I was like, damn, like that's cool. I was like, damn, that's cool as shit.
Yeah.
But
that's definitely crazy. That's a random one.
That is random as hell. Yeah. Where do you see the Milwaukee music scene in the next, let's say, like 5 years?
I think in the next 5 years, I would say whatever you're seeing like now, I feel like these artists are gonna transcend into like some whole other shit. But what's gonna be like left, I think, is a lot of like diverse shit. Like even like us, like throwing a lot of the underground shows, if not all of the rap underground shows.
Yeah.
Like majority of them. Hopefully I'd want to see like a lot of artists tapping into that. A lot of artists hit me up every day and are like, yo, check out my shit, or can I play a show? Or let me get a video from Raph, or let me be a part of this shit. So that's a good sign. I think in the next 5 years it's going to be out of here.
Yeah, that's a great sign. I mean, yeah, you guys are killing it for sure. Just
Thank you,
keep that shit up. And then when's your next show actually? 'Cause, yeah, you do a lot of shows. I
My next show will probably not be till 2024. I don't know. I don't have anything on my schedule for like the next like month or two, because I'm really just trying to lock in on this project I'm making. But it'll probably be the release party for that.
Who's your main person you draw inspiration from? Would you say like, who would that be? Like main? Because I know you mentioned.
Yeah,
before.
the main. I'm trying to think on like every level. Sound wise, not really, but like everything else, like Tyler the Creator for sure.
I see that for sure.
Just like model wise, like with the clothes, with the image, the videos, the swag, all that shit is definitely derived from him. The click, like clicking up with Our Future and that shit, I fuck with that.
Yeah, it's definitely like important, because nowadays everyone is like clones of each other. So it's good that like you're on some shit separated kind of from everyone else, because I mean, I don't know. You already know like the stereotypes and shit of like everyone trying to be the same person. I'm not even gonna say names, but do you record at home, or do you like go to a studio?
Nah, for anybody watching, the only song that ever came out of a studio was Free My Stems. That's out. I think it's just Free My Stems. Everything else, all the projects. Just Bands was recorded in fucking Atlanta. That's actually how that song happened. We went to Atlanta to fuck with Polo. Shout out Polo Perks.
Polo Perks, yeah, he's fine.
And we recorded that in the fucking living room on a mic that was like a handheld mic. Like literally just record that shit in the kitchen and put it out. But mostly my entire discography except for one song was recorded just at the crib, just like this.
Bro, yeah, it's like so important. I feel like people book studio sessions and they waste their money. Like, bro, even me, like I fuck around with music too, and I like I go to studios, and like sometimes I don't like finish a song, and like, bro, I spent the bread. Like I feel like studio sessions are in a way like a waste of money, because you could just record it at home. You record every day. It's like a muscle, so you're just like getting better and better.
I think it's like if you're gonna like, I'm gonna spend, if you already have it in your mind enough to where you want to do something to spend bread, just spend this shit smart. So instead of like booking $100 hours, you do 3 of those, right? You could have just bought like an interface and a mic and some shit. You know what I'm saying? And
exactly.
do that shit yourself.
Exactly.
Just flex your muscle till it's the point where they invite you to the studio. Because I never booked studio time in my fucking life.
Use FL or?
I use Logic.
Logic? Oh, shit. That's
which is crazy. A lot of people like...
That's interesting.
It's hard because the only other person that uses Logic around me is Khalil. And that shit's hard as fuck because like I be trying to like... I'm not that like smart with it. Like I don't produce or nothing. I just do my vocals in it. But if I have any questions, it's hard as fuck because I feel like there's not that many resources.
No, not at all.
That you could like look up for Logic.
So what do you think the best software to use, would you say, for someone starting?
GarageBand. I started on GarageBand on my phone when I was like 16, just fucking around with my friends. GarageBand or like whatever you can get. Like a lot of like the younger kids I see are like using like BandLab and shit. But they go crazy though. Like it's whatever you. Like I fuck with Renzo. Shout out Renzo. He showed me all the shit he could do on his phone, and I was like, yeah, if that works for you, like you make your sound happen. Bro has a project out at RunAlong, like off his fucking phone.
It's crazy,
it's fucking crazy.
These kids are going crazy off of BandLab. It's like insane. People are like, these like old heads are paying like a shit ton of money for studio time.
Doesn't
hop
matter,
on BandLab, bro. There's gonna be like some, I mean, whatever that kid's name is, Lil RT. He's like 6 or whatever, however old he is. He's going crazy.
This is the one I watched. I watched Disney Channel a lot.
Hell yeah.
Because I watched Courage the Cowardly Dog on Cartoon Network once, and it was a Scarecrow episode, and it scared the fuck out of me. So I never clicked that channel again. And then like, I only really fucked with SpongeBob on Nickelodeon. So I just like, whenever it wasn't SpongeBob, I just changed the shit. I fuck with Zach and Cody like the most.
Same, bro. A lot of those shows were like clapped. Like a lot of the newer shows, like the one with Jake Paul. Have you seen that one?
I like saw about it. I was out of there by then.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, iCarly and Zoe 101. Zoe 101 is crazy.
Yeah.
And like all that shit, but like,
crazy.
Yeah, maybe Nickelodeon actually. I don't know.
Nickelodeon has some good ones too.
Cartoon Network had that shit too because of like Gumball and regular show and shit. But
yeah,
to carry like that shit don't carry a whole network. I don't think.
When did you find your sound? Because that takes a while for an artist to do.
My sound like kind of developed through like on its own. It's weird. Like I just experimented with a lot of different shit. You just gotta try a lot of different shit, and then. One day I was just recording and I like realized I'm using like a lot of the same plugins. I hadn't even made a preset at that point. So I was just plugging it as I go and I started to pay attention to what I like. And so you just got to experiment.
Yeah.
I saved the preset and I just kept moving. And even to this day, I still use that same preset. It's like tweaked a little bit, but it's not a professional preset at all. Like I could open my laptop up and you'd be like, what the fuck? It's just my engineer's cracked. Like he's crazy. So yeah, I think I realized like pretty early on, like within like month 2, 3, just what I usually go back to, and then you just work off of that. You don't have to have like a definitive sound because there's still like even shit that's probably gonna be out when this shit drops where it's like, what the fuck? It's a whole different.
Yeah. Each artist, like successful at least, has like their own like distinctive. Like you could tell it's them. There's no like. I don't know how to describe it. But would you say like you found that? Yeah. Okay. Bet.
For sure. Like for sure. Like it's gonna change, but like for right now, for sure. Like I was talking to my boy the other day, and I clicked on a song. I think it was like an open or some shit. And as soon as you hear my voice, I was like, it's one of those things where I'm at the point where you hear like 2 seconds of it. Like if I was to play you like. Any of the artists that you fuck with, you play 2 seconds of it and distinctually like it's like you know it. And I think I touched that point right now.
And then where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I don't know. I just want to be like to a point to where like I feel like I inspire people now to like get up and get it, but I want to inspire people to like no, like that one was crazy, like that one was different. The shit that he's doing now is like crazy. I never would have thought when we used to go to his shows and in these basements and random venues and shit that like it could go to that. You know, like somebody from here could go to that, or like around here could go to that level. So wherever that is where I want to be, just like extremely admirable. Whether it's I'm not making music anymore or I'm in business or whatever, like whatever I'm doing, just continue to inspire. At like the highest level.
Yeah. What's your favorite song that you've made? Released or unreleased?
I think my favorite song I ever made, that one's hard as fuck. I think well, as of recent, there's a song I just made 2 days ago. It's called 19, and it's crazy. Like of all time, it's probably gonna be some shit like Chapter. I love Chapter off like Exactly is my latest EP, but Chapter is crazy. Like it feels like definitely like a moment, even though it's not like a song where it's like just bands or helicopter, where it's like, yo,
you're just getting lit.
It's definitely one you just sit down and listen.
It's some chill shit.
Yeah, I like music like that. Like I was telling Subsat the other day, like. My goal for a lot of like at least 1 or 2 songs off whatever projects I put out or for the year is like to have a couple songs that resonate with people, where it's like if I sat you down and I played you the song, I wouldn't even have to be in a room. It feels like I'm speaking to you. That's what I feel like Chapter did for that project and for this year. So I fuck with that song heavy.
What is your message for the youth?
Like on some cliche shit, just do what you actually want to do. And to the fullest, and not because of anybody else, which is the most cliche shit to say, but it's the realest shit like ever. Because a lot of people hit me like, yo, how did you do this, or how did you be able to, it was nothing special. Like, and I believe that for like a lot of artists, like it's really nothing special. Like you get opportunities and shit based on how you view yourself and your ability. So like if you were to make a song, right, because I know you make music, but if let's say like you made a song but you don't believe in that shit, you're not gonna even want to push it.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? So you're not even gonna get to the next level because you don't want to push your own shit. Yeah. So it's like you make something you're proud in, you fully want to do for you, because that's what's gonna last. You try and copy somebody else, and then they switch their swag. What happens? You know what I'm saying?
You can't be anybody else.
You know, you know what I'm saying? You just push what you want to push. You believe in that shit, even if you don't believe in it from day one. Like you just stick to it. You might. Everybody comes up, sound like somebody else at first, until they find their own shit, until they keep experimenting. But once you hit that level, you gotta have a conversation with yourself and say like, yo, I'm gonna go full speed. I'm gonna fully believe in myself and be like, yo, not, like I don't give a fuck what anybody says, and just push it. And that's when the opportunity comes, because people fuck with that. Like people of a higher power, they got to where they're at by doing that. For the most part, there's like a couple people outliers in there, but for the most part, they got there because of that. So when they recognize that, they fuck with it, because there's a lot of people that are great at what they do, but the individuality is not there, and the talent, 9 times out of 10, is not there. So if you have both, push it. If you believe you have both, push it, which you should. You should believe.
What's up? Touchdown ATL, tryna link with us up.